Malik. Evening. Today we mark it as the 12th year where we celebrate brands and their respective achievements. As most are already aware that this is not a ranking, but just a listing of brands in 10 exclusive categories. We'll be announcing the winners in alphabetical order. And I request all of you to please keep your energy level high and cheer for your colleagues as well. I believe you've got these lovely pink woofers, whistles, or whatever you call them. Can we just try it? बजा सकते हैं एक बार. Okay, on the count of three, let's all do it together. Sir, आपके टेबल पे भी है. Let's take you back to your yesteryears. और बजानी है. That's a prerequisite. It came in the registration. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. It's the first time where the back benches are more excited than the front ones. But okay, we'll get there. Now before we move ahead, I would like to thank our partners without whom this evening wouldn't be possible. Our presenting partner, Lakshya Media Group, building brands, creating impact. Are powered by partner, Times Network. Our associate partner, Shimaru Entertainment, India, Khush Hai. We also have the small audio visuals. Now please request my team to play the audio visuals.
Stand by for an iconic experience. For a quarter of a century, Lakshya Media Group has stood as a towering titan in the industry. We are the game changers for all things brand. Young, hungry, always ready. We make a mark with out of home, experiential, digital, tech, innovation, powered by more than 410 minds across 22 strategic offices in 8 award-winning verticals. Idea, execution, data, results. We do it all. Over 10,000 exciting campaigns across 1,200 plus cities and towns. We create impact across sectors. You can't take your eyes off us. On the road, ground, and by the sky. Loved by the best and the biggest. We are the powerhouse behind brands that make noise. We are the powerhouse of innovation. We are the Lakshya Media Group.
हर बदलाव एक नए आगाज से आता है। इसी सोच के साथ आया टाइम्स नाउ नव भारत। चैनल ने आते ही जनता का भरोसा जीतना शुरू कर दिया।
कोई भी मुख्यमंत्री दोबारा चुनकर नहीं आया।
मैं आऊंगा ना।
गुजरात का सियासी रण, उद्धव सरकार के बिगड़ते समीकरण, ज्ञानवापी मस्जिद का सच। टाइम्स नाउ नव भारत ने हर खबर पर बारीक नजर रखी।
को लाया गया था।
माफिया अतीक के सनसनीखेज मर्डर की खबर पर नॉन स्टॉप कवरेज की नव भारत ने।
के पास अतीक और अशरफ की चिट्ठी है।
केजरीवाल सरकार का सच सामने लाया।
नव भारत के पास दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री के आवास के एक्सक्लूसिव दस्तावेज मौजूद हैं।
मैंने तो अपनी इन्वेस्टिगेशन की है, उसमें ये कागज आए।
सबसे तेजी से बढ़ता हुआ न्यूज चैनल बना टाइम्स नाउ नव भारत। अब बदलेगा भारत, बनेगा नव भारत।
रंगों से सजी एंटरटेनमेंट की दुनिया में हम लेकर आए हैं रंगों से भरा एंटरटेनमेंट का गुलदस्ता। पहली पेशकश शिमारू टीवी, जहां हर रंग की अलग पहचान है।
अब सभी मांगलिक कार्य आरंभ किए जाएं।
महाकाव्यों के संग लहराता इतिहास महान है। हिंदी ड्रामा का चहेता और उभरता सितारा शिमारू उमंग। खुशियां बिखेरती हैं यहाँ नारी शक्ति, कभी बन के संगिनी तो कभी माँ। रीजनल जनरल एंटरटेनमेंट का बादशाह शेमारू मराठी बाणा जुड़े हैं जो अपनी संस्कृति से। तो देखते रहिए शेमारू के इन अलग अलग रंगों से सजी दुनिया। एंटरटेनमेंट का लीजिए पूरा मजा शेमारू ब्रॉडकास्ट नेटवर्क के साथ।
A big thank you to all our partners. And before we begin with the awards ceremony, the much awaited keynote address, a little introduction about that. From its genesis before India's independence, as a response to the exploitation of marginal milk producers, our next speaker and the brand that he represents is a multifaceted leading FMCG player in the country. Call it by name or call it the taste of India, both work well for us. It's enough to tell you that we are going to take you through an utterly butterly delicious journey, which is the brand I'm talking about. Lovely. But you see, Amul as a brand is not looking to rest on its laurels just yet. There's more to Amul than dairy, milk products, as the company continues to adapt and be relevant to its consumers. And delivering the keynote address today is a man who knows Amul India inside out and has been associated with it for over 3 decades. To talk on how Amul continues to stay relevant to the changing times and to the changing tastes of the Indian consumer, please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Jayan Mehta, Managing Director, Amul India, Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Batra, for having me here. I know I'm standing between the awards, and the recipients are all keen to get an acknowledgement of all the work they have done. So the theme of the topic has been introduced. So in about 15 to 18 minutes, I'll try to run across the journey for the last 77 years and maybe what lies ahead for us in the next couple of decades. This is a story which has actually made the country proud. From a milk deficient nation to the largest producer of milk in the world to becoming a dairy to the world is a very, very logical journey that Amul is looking on further in the decades to come. But more importantly now is the power of cooperatives as a model for development. This has been demonstrated amply by this model, now recognized by the governments and the policymakers. And this is where we are going to look at how this journey can be transformative to all the consumers, all the producers, and for the country as a whole and as a large. Looking at the numbers, we've been rated as the strongest dairy brand in the world, as also the second strongest food brand in the world, and also among the top 5 brands in India with the consumers' trust. So this is where it's been a journey which is very important for the brand to get noticed and recognized not only domestically but also in the international markets. And sharing about some numbers, we do close to 300 lakh liters of milk every day, which is about 10 billion liters. Our turnover last year was about $9 billion US, about 72,000 crore rupees. And in terms of the volume of milk handled, we would be the 8th largest dairy company in the world. So this is where we are currently. And as you know, India is a large country, but Amul operates only in one geography of India, which is largely Gujarat. So still a company from one province of a country trying to be in the top 10, on being in the top 10 and going into top 5 in the next few years is a journey which is quite remarkable, and also a source of livelihood for the millions of farmers who are attached with it. So as I mentioned, Amul is a brand for the country. We know about brands and marketing. We know it's the countries which make strong, represent and give strength to the brands. So we know there are several American brands, there are several European brands, there are several Japanese brands, and it's the strength of the country which makes that brand very strong and popular. But here, our journey started in 1946, where India was deficit in milk. And because of this cooperative movement, which started with just 2 village cooperative societies and 247 liters of milk in 1946, to India emerging as the largest producer of milk in the world because of replication of this cooperative model across India, which means this is a cooperative model or a model farmers working together has given this great pride to our country. And this is what is the journey actually makes the journey very interesting and inspiring, and also leading the way for what's going to happen in the next decades to come. So this, when companies look for purpose in brands, and try to justify what they are doing by reinventing or trying to talk about it or creating one when that doesn't exist. This is where purpose is a part of our DNA. We started with a cooperative model, we started with farmers coming together, and it is an organization of 3.6 million farmers across 18,600 villages of Gujarat, and similarly across India, about 200,000 villages of the country, where lakhs of farmers are members of it. It makes living a purpose almost every single day of its existence over the last 7.5 to 8 decades. So in today's session, to make things in a very structured manner, I put it in different ways. How do we look at this model, or what we are looking at for future in terms of empowerment of the farmers, focusing on the consumers, focusing on the product and communication, focusing on the process, and focusing on the technologies to continue to stay relevant in the times to come, and perhaps keep pace with the changing times and also lead the way in many of the sectors. And I'll talk about some of these things in the coming slides to come. The farmers are core of our existence. They are our owners. So this largest food company, largest FMCG brand in the country is not owned by a corporate. It's not owned by the government. It is owned by 3.6 million farmers. And this is the farmers who get the pride of ownership, not just as supplier of milk and getting the best price of milk, but also as a owner of a large organization, a large brand, a trusted brand. And this is, no other model can do this but for a cooperative. And we started as a farmers movement, and now we're empowering more than 3.6 million farmers, because as you know, dairy is a work which is largely done by women, and their role is getting recognized. And more importantly, the collective effort has made milk the largest agricultural crop of India. The value of output of milk is more than 10 lakh crore rupees. And it is about 1/5 of India's GDP, 1/3 of India's agriculture GDP. And wheat, paddy, oil seeds put together is actually less than milk. So this is how important it is, not just from the production point of view, from a consumption point of view also. If you look at your own monthly consumption of all the different food items, dairy will be the single largest product that each one of consumes in our households. So both ways, this is where it is becoming very important. And the success of the model is also of the fact that if you spend 100 rupees on Amul products, 80% of it goes back straight to the farmer. So nowhere in the world, this is the ratio of a producer to consumer to producer. A European farmer will get only 1/3 share of a consumer's euro or a dollar or a pound. Okay, same applies to US, same applies to Australia, New Zealand, any developed country. But because of the strength of the cooperative, consumers get the best quality products at a value for money pricing, and the producers benefit out of it because of the strength of this particular model. And it's a farmer-centric organization. So farmers are at the heart of all the operations that we do on the one side of it. And money is also digitally transferred to the bank account of the farmers. And more than 1/3, I mean, we pour almost 200 crore rupees worth of cash equivalent of money to the farmers' accounts every day in Gujarat. And 1/3 of that money is directly in the bank accounts of the women. So this is the kind of women empowerment also happening. And as it is said that if money goes directly in the bank account of a woman, the impact of that money is very, very high, because she is very careful of how the money is spent. Her focus is on spending the money for the family, the education of the children, feeding the food properly, not only for the family, but all the cattle, and that makes a big change into it. And that's what we've been also pioneering. And so it's been now identified and recognized as a tool for women empowerment. And more importantly, in the recent G20, when the Honorable Prime Minister talked about the focus of his presidency, it was not about women's development, because everybody's been talking about women's development. Here we are discussing about women-led development. And there cannot be a shining example than a cooperative like Amul doing this day in and day out. And that's why we were also being made part of the institutional partner of the W20. And this was a model which is being now showcased to the world. And there's another dimension to this also, which is the South-South model. So if any developing country wants a solution to its problems, you don't have to look up to a developed country. The solution lies in other developing countries. And this is where this model also is being coming in handy. And I'll talk about it in the subsequent slides. Then comes all of us. We as consumers want good quality products, nutrition, and more importantly, products which we can enjoy, we can afford, and continue to consume down the years. So the challenge lies on the brand now to create a portfolio of the products which each of us want in our daily lives. So if we say, instead of just drinking milk, how do we eat milk with every meal? And that is the motto, this is the preamble under which we work and try to create a diverse range of product portfolio. So if Dr. Batra is not very happy with the lactose content in milk and he's giving up milk and going into substitutes, we need to have a lactose-free milk also for him. Or somebody avoiding sugar, we need to have a sugar-free range of products for him. Somebody is very conscious of protein, we need to have a protein range products for it. If somebody is interested in indulgence of chocolates but don't want the sugar component of chocolates, we need to develop a dark chocolate of it. So different kind of products. Sometimes consumers speak out what they want, sometimes they don't. But we have to anticipate what the changing customer wants and try to create a portfolio. We do this. The new product development is a very, very strong part of our entire business. There are about 120 products in pipeline under incubation. Every year we launch 40, 50 different types of products, extensions, and so on and so forth. So this is one engine which continues to run because of 1.4 billion people that we have, and the changing tastes and aspirations, the emerging competition within and outside. All this has to be anticipated so that we're able to keep pace with the changing times. And more importantly is the distribution also. India, being such a large country, lakhs of villages, urban areas becoming very, very competitive. Amul has to keep a strong eye on distribution. Our distribution channel is not just the typical FMCG range of products, which is ambient products. It starts with fresh products like milk. We do close to 20 billion packs of product sales in a year. I repeat, 20 billion packs. It would be more than any other brand in the world. And that too in one geography of India. So all this requires like milk, like fresh products with just 48-hour shelf life directly going from the plant to the market, to products in chilled condition like butter, cheese at 0 to 4 degree, frozen range of products starting with ice cream at minus 20 degrees centigrade and the entire thing. And of course the ambient products like the ghee, beverages, Tetra Pak milk, and so on and so forth. So you need to have a supply chain which is very, very strong, reaching to every part of the country. And more importantly, all the selling happens on a common app. So on the left side is a Locate Amul app, and you can see outlet in every single street of the country, the details like the name of the shop, the phone number of that shop, the name of the distributor, the name of the Amul salesman selling that product and looking after that market, and the number of SKUs of Amul available in every single shop. So this is our platform for the Q-commerce, And tomorrow, I mean, you don't need to depend on fancy apps, but 1,000 plus Amul SKUs will be available in near commerce form closer to you, as much as we do a shop.amul or a cyber store online, which we started way back in 1998, among the first ones to do e-commerce in India, to running an e-commerce and e-commerce only products or D2C only product categories being launched on that particular platform. And we have 85 warehouses across India. So 85 frozen warehouses, 85 ambient warehouses, 85 chilled warehouses, 98 dairy plants. So close to 400 DCs, which will be at least 10 times than the largest e-commerce players in the country, all being made e-commerce compliant. So we are about 200 kilometers from every single customer in our country, every single pin code in our country. And that's what we have been energizing and activating to see that we keep pace with the changing times and tides of distribution and meet every single customer's requirements wherever we are. And when you say D2C, it becomes also D2R automatically. So you can also reach out to the requirement of every single retailer, and that becomes a very integrated B2B, B2C, and D2C kind of an organization. Communication is key to it, and all of you are marketeers, so you know how important this particular activity is. And this is a range of products which is across categories, multiple SKUs, million retail outlets, and trying to meet the requirements of more than 1 billion customers across the country. And more important part of our product marketing strategy is that we would not on the taste of the product, on the recipe of the product, irrespective of whatever the pricing pressures are. We know several companies who substitute milk fat with vegetable oil, and the consumers are not aware of that. We have not changed the recipe of any of our products. And that's what wins the blind trust of the customer. When you know it's Amul, it has to be the same taste, the same recipe, same formulation. And this is what goes on and on for decades. And that is what is the DNA of the organization. Never ever try to shortchange a customer. And then you see that, as I mentioned, eating milk in every meal. So you need to lead by innovation. I mentioned about the protein range of products. I was just discussing Dr. Batra, how each one of us need to consume 1 gram of protein per kg of our body weight every day. Now, if we are, as a society, want to stay strong, if we want to keep a strong immunity, and whatever happens, I mean, we need to improve our longevity, the way we need our body is configured to, protein becomes a very, very important component of it. And as a largely vegetarian society, sources of protein are very limited. And this is where our innovation in protein is happening with high protein lassi, high protein buttermilk, high protein shakes, high protein cookies, high protein ice cream, high protein yogurts, even high protein milk. And that's what is going to be a game changer of country. Same applies to probiotics. We need immunity, and there is no better source of immunity than a good quality probiotic. So a few months back, we sell close to 3 lakh, we have converted our entire fresh buttermilk into probiotic. So we sell close to 30 lakh liters of buttermilk every day. At 30 rupees a liter, you get the same quality of probiotics as you get in the world-class brands. Okay, and this is what is our effort to strengthening the immunity of country without adding a single rupees burden on any consumer, and it can become a very, very big game changer to strengthening our immunity. And same several other products categories that we are all aware. We need to continue develop, we keep developing it, and that would make it to it. We also recently forayed into organics, because we realized that consumers are wanting a trusted brand in organics. And when you say organics, each one of us wants to consume food without chemical fertilizers and without pesticides. There's been a rampant use and abuse of fertilizers in our country, pesticides in our country, all in a race to improve the productivity. But we are compromising on the health of our countrymen, our citizens, and the worst part is the soil quality is also deteriorated. The carbon content in the soil is very, very low. So if you have to feed more than 1.4 billion people continuously for the next several decades, you need to also worry about the soil as much as we worry about our health. And this is our foray into organic, and I'll talk about the other initiatives which we are a participant of, which will help in strengthening the organic movement across the country, educating the farmers to educating the consumers, and be the bridge as a brand of providing trusted organics for all products we consume in our household and our kitchen every day. And retail is, of course, very important. Parlor experience is also very important. And more importantly, this initiative was done to counter the might of all the modern retail chains from abroad who were once upon a time, about more than 10 years back, trying to come into India and dominate the space. So we started our parlor movement then, and today we have more than 10,000 Amul parlors trying to cater across every formats. And all the products that we sell come under one roof, and that becomes a very formidable place for the customers today. And those who are in Delhi, you must have seen about 100 50 odd the red Amul booths, milk booths coming up in your locality, and this giving us a good opportunity to showcase our entire range of products and keep launching more and more new products into it. Experience is also very important. So we are now working on this new concept of Ice Lounge. We have several of them right now in Bombay. We have at the Palladium, all high-end places, all the best malls of the country in Bombay, in Pune, in Ahmedabad. We have one in Delhi coming up at CP. So about 100 such ice lounges selling the best flavor of ice creams of the world in a very, very modern experiential format is also the new venture we are coming into it. But the success of the brand and the trust of the brand can be attributed to the umbrella branding strategy. We spend less than 1% of our turnover on advertising. There will be no brand who will be spending such a low value, because most of the brands spend 5 to 12% of their turnover on advertising. But we have to do this because we have a mandate to pass on the largest share of the consumer's rupee to the producer and to do things economical. But the consistency is what is making the difference. And that's why the cost, despite spending low, it is very, very effective. And as an organization, I've been here for more than 3 decades, there has to be very consistency in strategy and execution. And if things are not broken, you don't need to repair them. You need to build on it, refresh it, revive it. And that's why since 1994, the Taste of India logo, the symbol, the thought is in place. Amul Doodh Pita Hai India since 2000, and more importantly, the Utterly Butterly Amul since 1960s. So no change in the lines, campaigns get refreshed, campaigns build on the minds of the customer, and the umbrella brand gives a huge recall value that you see an Amul ad anywhere, the memory goes to entire range of products that you are used to and consuming. And of course, the credit goes to the little girl who has kept the brand very young, very vibrant, very topical, and very happening for successive generations over that period of time. And this was the first topical that we did, and we continue to build on it continuously. And sports is a very important part of our associations. We've been trying with all the Indian Olympic Association contingents, Asian Games contingents, to the several sporting things, including the Argentina, the Portugal, and the recent World Cup. Also, 3 of the teams did a lot of interesting things and won a lot of eyeballs. So in this world where media is fragmented, we realize sports is a very strong denomination to have, to capture, to be there in the live moment and build on this equity. And because milk as the world's original energy drink renders itself very well to this thing, and it is helping us to continue with the association in a very, very strong way. This is one interesting part of a campaign which we are working on, apart from the pillars that we have. If the brand has to go global, you need to have a hook which is also universal in appeal. Otherwise, the Taste of India will not resonate with not Indians in different parts of the world. And same is true for Real Milk, Real Ice Cream, or whatever it is. So how do you connect with the consumers in the world and build on the brand for the next decades to come? So this is where is our latest global youth campaign, in which we are now not talking about the proteins, the fats, the carbohydrates, energy, and different components of milk. We are talking about the values of milk, which resonates with everyone across cultures in different parts of the world. And these are the values which everyone in the world holds sacred, which is honesty, milk being honest, milk being pure, milk being natural, milk blending in with everything. Milk is comforting, milk is refreshing, milk is authentic. Now, this is what the values we have tried to derive from the milk, and we are now urging the world to be more milk. Now, this is one campaign which can manifest itself in many forms, in many ways, across occasions, across things which are connecting to each one of us. And this was our recent ad when we showcased the importance of being more milk with the sports and like the sports champions, and showcasing our different associations. But this is one property which we believe will take the brand to a different level in the years to come across all the international markets, and would instantly have a connect with the youth. And Yuvraj ji, we are at Times Square in New York, and we are going to go to several iconic locations. I would also mention we have a couple of butter topicals in New York, New Jersey area also. So apart from what is the conventional part of it, we are trying to refresh the brand and take it to a different medium, and trying to see that we are a part of this new language of the youth, and try to how to be a part of it in the global things in the years to come. Otherwise, digital has been a very, very strong part of our activities and activations over a long period of time. And again, here the thing is not just being an advertiser. It is working and thinking on as a content creator with an always-on engagement and a conversation. And you are aware of, we are among the only few brands in the country, or perhaps the only brand in the country, we create content in more than 14 different languages. social media handles across Facebook, Twitter, Insta, YouTube's, Telegrams and share chats and multiple languages, multiple handles, and a huge reach, and so much of original content being created through our Facebook online recipes and many other things, making us the strongest brand on social media. This is one show we started in COVID during the lockdown when people are at home and wanting to look at interesting recipes. The best of the chefs from across the country and the world came on this platform, and we started on about 18th of April 18th April 2020. For the last more than 4 years, the show goes on, and more than 4,000 chefs have come, and they are showcasing their recipes, more than 5,000 shows and such Facebook Live content with lakhs of organic views coming in. Now 6,300 plus sessions have come in, 3 billion plus reach, 50 plus countries, and more than 1,300 days, and going on and on every day, all at zero cost. So, and again, food being promoted and being talked about and viewed across multiple languages. We also on Metaverse. We were among the first few web companies in India to have .com presence way back in 1994-95. And we are trying to lead into this space with a new now Amulverse also in action. And this is what trying to go with the changing customer, the changing times, and adapting to the technologies and the mediums available to build on it. Process becomes very important because end of the day, as I mentioned, these are the distribution highways. We have to be a very efficient material handling company. So more than 300 lakh liters of milk moving in from 18,000 villages, collected on a common software from 36 lakh farmers every day, twice a day in fact. And then that comes across all the 4 distribution highways. We call the concept highways because on an highway, the more the traffic plies, the cost of the transaction comes down, viability of the distributor improves, the retailer also benefits out of it because of large throughput. Competition is very easy to block because otherwise a company trying to launch yogurt in its own way, or a butter in its own way, or an ice cream in its own way, will find it very difficult to compete with a supply chain which goes relentlessly 24/7, 365 days, not a single day business was stopped even during COVID lockdowns in the worst phases, which ensures that this is where you can work uninterruptedly in a seamless manner in all circumstances. And this is what gives an unparalleled reach to the brand and a large number of channel partners to support and work with. And distribution also expands to more than 50 countries around the world. And that is what is going to give us a heft in the times to come. With India's milk production will be from currently 25% of the total milk to almost 1/3 of the total milk. And this is the cow to consumer supply chain, and every member of the supply chain either focuses on improving the productivity or reducing the cost, which means you benefit the consumers continuously, you benefit the producers continuously, and try to be ahead in this game. Technology plays a very important part of it. And the thought which happened to us, and this is the line which I mentioned, IT company in the food business, was thought about way back in 1995, when we had to keep changing pace with the competition coming in thanks to the liberalization in the country. We said that if we cannot work like a traditional company, we have to work like an IT company in food business. And that's why all the processes that are there, right from milk collection to selling to marketing to manufacturing, everything is the best and state of the art and latest in the world, and digitizing every step in the food business. So there are apps through which we sell our commodities. There are apps on which the producer can sell cows and buffaloes to consumers buying online, and entire supply chain and the value chain is digitized with the latest technology. And these are some of the digital backbones. I talked about Locate Amul, to know the shop closest to you which sells Amul products, to an Amul cart which a retailer can order his products online, to a trading app in which we sell our commodities online, to an app, Pashudhan app, in which farmers can buy and sell cattle online. And today if you go to this app, which is actually farmer to farmer app, you can actually buy more than 2,500 cows right now, worth about 15 crore rupees, which farmers have themselves put up for sale, and they are doing the transactions themselves. And now finally, how this brand goes to the world and what will be our role in the future. So building a sterile vision for the entire dairy industry as a cooperative is what the mission we are pursuing it. And that's why we said that from being a milk deficit country to being a dairy to the world is the journey. We are now looking at it. So as I mentioned, India's share of the milk production in the world is about 1/4. It'll go up to 1/3 in the next decade or so. And this is where we as a country will become a dairy to the world. And more importantly, this will happen because India has 7 lakh villages. There are dairy cooperatives, only 2 lakh villages. So from the balance 5 lakh villages, in the next 5 to 10 years, there'll be dairy cooperatives in another 2 lakh villages. which means the organized sector will more than double. More farmers will directly get the benefit of cooperatives. There will be more women empowerment, more milk coming to the organized sector, and will lead to a dramatic jump. And more importantly, what happened in the last 50 years is going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years. And this is what will be the dramatic change is going to happen into it. We are also champions of the circular economy. To put it in a nutshell, a cow gives milk 300 days in a year, but we get dung every day. As a cooperative, we have a mechanism to collect the milk. We have started working on a mechanism to collect the dung from it. The dung is processed from the methane. We do a compressed biogas, which can run a chula in your household, which can also run CNG cars. And with this, we are able to kill what you call multi-problems solution to provide multiple solution to several problems. The farmer gets additional income for the dung. India imports a lot of fuel. You reduce that fuel imports because you're using your own homemade methane. We import a lot of fertilizers. Now the slurry which is left behind once you have produced the methane is a biofertilizer and goes back to the soil and improves the nutrient content of the soil. And more importantly, consumers also get food without chemical fertilizers. So this is where it's our role into this. To take a step further from the methane, which is CH4, you can also split it and produce green hydrogen. So an organization which is a traditional dairy company in the food business looking after this has an opportunity and a potential to transform into a full-fledged energy company, which will provide a lot of opportunities to the producer and cow, which is being treated as a problem in the different parts of the developed countries thanks to the issues related to sustainability, greenhouse gas emissions and so on. In Indian's case, it will become a solution to all these problems and give a big change to way this entire economy in the business will happen, and the race to become a top 5 trillion economy to among the top 3 economies in the world. This is what will be a big contribution to it. So we are also currently on occasion of Dr. Kurian's birthday, which is National Milk Day, a clean fuel car rally of 12 cars running on compressed biogas has started from Pune and they'll reach Anand on 26th of November. So this is now, we are at the new era for cooperation. The government of India, as I mentioned earlier, recognized this importance of it. 2 years back, a new Ministry of Cooperation has been formed in the country. Multiple initiatives were announced to strengthen the cooperative model of the country. You must have read the Honorable Finance Minister's speech. She devoted a paragraph on cooperatives and said that India has adopted cooperative as a tool for development of the small, marginal and downtrodden section of the society. And this is where the opportunity lies for showcasing the impact of cooperatives and building India bottom up. And that's where 3 new multi-state cooperatives have been recently formed. Amul, NDDB, IFCO, CRIPCO, NCDC, NAFED, and National Consumer Cooperative Federation. The 7-8 top cooperatives of the country are promoting these 3 new multi-state cooperatives. And the one on exports will create a market for the cooperatives products, be it in agriculture, be it in dairying, be it in any other things, and create a market around the world. So Amul was successful because we identified the market of Bombay way back in 1946. And today we are giving an opportunity to 180 countries of the world to the farmers of our country. And this is what will be a big game changer. Similarly, multi-state cooperative organics will do this job of promoting the organic movement and looking after the benefit of our producers as well as the consumers. And there is third multi-state cooperative on seeds, which will look after providing good quality seeds to the farmers and strengthening the agriculture economy of the country. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a model, it's a brand opportunity for the brand, not to just take the products global, it's also for us to take the model abroad. So we recently entered into a joint venture with the government of Sri Lanka. They've handed over the largest dairy, 31 farms. Amul and NDDB will have the largest major equity there. And we have given assurance to the government of Sri Lanka to make them self-sufficient in dairy in the next 10 years. And despite being such a small island, it imports 70% of its dairy requirement today. So we are talking about replication model in African countries, several of our neighboring countries, and in the next couple of decades, you will see not just the brand and the product, but the model also going abroad and benefiting to producers and consumers in different parts of the world. So we talked about numbers of milk, the volume of milk, the value of milk, and the turnover, and so on. But I would like to submit that our currency is not milk. Our currency is trust. Trust of producers, trust of consumers, and this is what is the mission and the focus to take the brand in a very, very different space in the decades to come. And with the support of our producers and consumers, well, we will be happy to do it. And in words of Dr. Kurian, we should do this, we should have this dream because we have a hold in trust the aims and aspirations of millions of countrymen. Thank you so much.
I think we couldn't have had a more detailed presentation on a brand, like a case study, I feel. You agree with me, yes or no? Lovely. And to thank, sir, I would request Dr. Anurag Batra to please join us on the stage and present a token. Everybody answer Dr. Batra as well. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And now the awards. I know you all await that. So to officially open the ceremony and to deliver the welcome address, Dr. Anurag Batra, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief, BW Business World and Exchange Media Group. Again for him, please.
Aditya has been hosting the event since 10:20 a.m. in the morning. Please give Aditya Malik a big round of applause. Bigger round. Clapping is good for heart muscle. Trust me, I keep saying that. First of all, Mr. Mehta, thank you for making time. Lovely presentation. Someone in the room who's 23 years old texted me and said, such an insightful presentation. I learned a lot. Thank you for inviting me here. There was a Q&A, but I don't think there is a need for that because you could dwell on almost every aspect. It is a social impact story. It is a transformation story. It is a story of inclusion. And you rightly said, Amul is not about butter or milk or dairy products. It's about trust and transformation. I think this is the 21st year of Pitch. We launched Pitch Magazine, Nawal and me, and a friend of ours, we launched Pitch Magazine 21 years back on 15th October 2002, right? And we've come we launched it on 15th October 2003, so it is 20 plus years. It's in the 21st year. We've come a long way. We launched Exchange for Media almost 23 years back. Your trust, the stakeholders' trust, matters a lot to us. There are lots of people, lots of friends in the room, but I'd like to especially thank Mr. Jayan Mehta for being here, Ms. Neelam Dhawan, who's really among the foremost women leaders in the business world, in the corporate domain is here. She serves on many boards, including the Hindustan Unilever Limited board. She was the chairperson of IBM, president of NASCOM, many technology companies. Mr. Alok Jalan of Lakshay. Thank you, Alok ji, for being part of our initiatives. Mr. Ayush Gupta, thank you for sitting through the presentation, and I'm sure it wasn't a waste of your time. And it's your Mr. Ayush Gupta is the promoter of India Gate Basmati rice, and I can only say that he's very, very inquisitive and genuinely, I think he spent 15 years in the business, but his wisdom is much more than 15 years. My friend, Mr. Sanjeev Handa, I have lots of friends in the audience, all my colleagues from, and Mr. Desai, it's good to make your acquaintance today. Wagh Bakri, and sorry that, Parag Bhai is in heaven, but I'm sure you will carry his legacy. Your family will carry the legacy that you built. I'm conscious of the fact that we're running late, and that's why I'm not doing the Q&A. But I can only say that today, companies like Amul are a flag bearer for conscious capitalism. While it is capitalism in some way, but it is conscious in the way, and it extends through the value chain. Amul is also a supply chain. If you look at companies like Asian Paints, of course, they're very good paints, but they're a big supply chain, factory, if I may use, or a business model. For many years, we've been talking of folk to farm. Amul is truly, as you said, cow to consumer. And the movement to organic, to better health, to better well-being, nutrition is the future. And Amul is bringing the future now. At the Pitch CM Awards, this is the 12th edition. Today, we recognize through a process where the Exchange for Media, Pitch, Impact, editors, and the management team sit down and decide the winners, and our journalists are involved in it. Tonight's winners have been decided through that process. All Exchange for Media initiatives are process driven and have high integrity. When you see today's winner, and a lot of them are represented by the senior most levels in their organizations, promoters, CEOs, CMOs are in the room. Most of them are today here receiving the awards. In the morning when I spoke, I didn't talk about CMOs, but I talked about three things which are top of my mind. One is being kind. We are here, me and Naval have been able to make this journey of Exchange for Media because of our colleagues. Some of you have worked with us for a long time. You know, Priyanka Singh, who's curated this forum, Simran, who's been curating the Pitch CMO Summit. All my colleagues, you know, there are 180 colleagues. They contribute. So kindness is very important. They're very kind to us, and we try and reciprocate that. The industry has been very kind to us. In the last 22 plus years, we've become the go-to place for advertising, marketing, media, and with all humility, dare I say, everyone copies us, some very poorly, and it keeps us on toes. We will build scale. We will go outside India. I can only say that the kindness of the fraternity and the community has helped us get here. I talked in the morning about Yadav Ben Yehuda, a young Israeli who in 2012 was very close to the Mount Everest. But he chose to come back because he decided to save the life of one of his friends. In that process, he lost some of his fingers because he had frostbites and so on and so forth. So he chose to be kind rather than achieve. We become too me. I think if we can think beyond us, we'll do. Second, I spoke about quality of sleep. And I met two friends of mine who are large CMOs, and they said, Anurag, you've been talking about quality of sleep. We've become very conscious of sleep. I met another very senior leader in the business world in the lounge, and he sleeps 4 hours. And he said, because of you, I've started sleeping 6-7 hours. It's consciously in my mind. So I talk about sleep. If you sleep well, how you will be overall mindful of what's going around you. Your health will be better, and hopefully you'll take better decisions. And last, I talked about sustainability. And I did show some visuals in the morning, and I asked, what is the most important place on earth? I was reading the Time magazine. I think this is 6 issues back, and it covers asking what is the most important place on earth. And ironically, these are the oceans. The more the oceans shrink, the more the less the absorption of the carbon dioxide. So the big mammals in the oceans and their excreta really absorbs the carbon dioxide. And we can see it in the disruption of patterns of weather. In Sub-Sahara, summers are coming 4 months in advance. In Australia, we've seen the wildfires. In Europe, now what's happening in America. And for those who watch music, a prominent musician, women musician, performer, she cancelled a Brazil tour because the heat waves were too strong. The fans were dying. This is last week. So it's not, global warming is not a hoax, as Donald Trump said. He's wrong about a lot of things, and he's wrong about this. So as marketeers, as leaders, as people who have a voice, who put out communication, Mr. Biotra, I forgot to acknowledge you. You've been a big supporter and a close friend for the last 2 decades. I did write your name, but I do go off the script a lot of times. I only want to say to you that do care about the planet and the environment. As business leaders, you have a responsibility. Some of you have children, some of you whose age I won't give away have grandchildren. So it is your responsibility to be able to nurture the planet Earth. And I do say that the planet Earth knows how to save herself. हम धरती को बचाएंगे तो बहुत बड़ा, it's a very big statement, but I think we can do our bit for consciousness towards the planet. With this, I welcome you to the 12th edition of the Pitch CMO Awards. Thank you to all of you for making time. Special thanks to Ms. Dhawan. She has a board meeting. She's also on the ICICI board, and she's here. So I know we are delayed. So my apologies to you, and I'm sure we'll be able to utilize your time in giving the first set of awards. Thank you. Keep reading Exchange for Media. And I know when he became the MD and CEO early this year, in an interview to Business World, Mr. Mehta said that everything the Indian consumer consumes in the kitchen, we'll be able to provide, except two, which you can guess which ones, but I'll leave it to your imagination. And we will be a 1 lakh crore company in the next 3 to 6 years. Looking at your presentation, I think you'll be able to achieve that earlier than that. And I think you're an inspiration to many of us, what the company does, and also the kind of, you're a Libra, number 9. Gaurav is number 9 Libra. Mr. Dhawan, I don't know where he is, like you. So clearly kindness, Libra is a little more kind than others. Kindness can be a earned trait and a learned trait. And of course, it can run in genes too. But grateful for your time, grateful for your attention. Enjoy the awards. Clap harder for the winners. They've come from different parts of the country. And clapping is good for your heart muscle. Your heart muscle. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you so much, sir, for that motivation. And with that motivation, we'll now move ahead with a special address. Please join me in welcoming on stage the Managing Director of Lakshya Media Group, Mr. Alok Jalan, everybody.
Good evening. Excellent presentation and insights by Mr. Mehta. Always a pleasure to see your presentations. And Anurag, this is Pitch 50, Top 50 Brands, not CMO Award. So, yeah. So, guys, I'll talk about all you guys, all the marketers today present here, because I think for us, marketers or marketing is the biggest fraternity. So like Walter Landor said, products are made in a factory, but brands are created in the minds. And I have always believed that those who tell the stories move the world ultimately. And look around this room today, if I look around, it's filled with all kind of storytellers, and which is really fantastic. See, in today's, so we as a Lakshya Media Group, we are into out-of-home media, experiential marketing, and content and digital. In today's complicated and fragmented world of media, what today's youth is consuming, I think all of us try to guess at every point of time. But in all this complication, OOH media is standing tall and standing out, because ultimately all of us are outside our homes more and more than being inside our homes. So, and more so for today's consumers like millennials and Gen Z. So ultimately you will find them more on an out-of-home media scenario. Also, out-of-home media is changing its shape from being static to now being digital and interactive and 3D and all those kind of things. So I think we have limitless possibilities. And as I said, that apart from OOH, we have a very, very large experiential and event business. We have a huge content and digital business also. And apart from in all these businesses, our huge focus is on innovation. We focus on innovating, we focus on creating new kind of solution. We use a lot of technology in creating a solution for our clients, for all the brands we work with. And constant use of very high quality and refreshed data and analytics we use wherever and whatever we do for our clients. And some of the brands you would have seen the kind of impact we created for Jeep on Mumbai-Pune Expressway, and various 3D anamorphic installation for various clients, and all those kind of things. So ultimately, all this puts us in a very unique space where we interact with, where we work with a lot of high quality brands. And it will be a pleasure to work with all of you here, sitting with you guys and creating some unique solution for your brands as and when you decide to work with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And now for the awards ceremony. Before we move ahead, let's have a look at a small audio visual about the process. How does really pitch top 50 brand selection happen, and how do we announce the winners, and how do we really arrive at this list? Can you please have the audio visual?
Welcome to the 12th edition of Pitch Top 50 Brands. The list is a means to acknowledge the impactful, efficient, and commendable practices being upheld by brands in various categories. The process aims to identify the best approaches with respect to idea and innovation, consumer connect, communication impact, execution, and results. Pitch Top 50 Brands unveil top brands across 10 categories. Bottom of the pyramid: challengers, digital first, evergreens, impactful debuts, locks, newsmakers, regionals, resurgence, and social contributors. Pitch Top 50 brands have been chosen through extensive research by our editorial team. And lastly, through a day-long selection process by an advisory board consisting of industry practitioners. The advisory board was led by D. Shiv Kumar, operating partner Advent International, and former Group Executive President, Corporate Strategy and Business Development, Aditya Birla Group, and former Chairman and CEO, India Region, PepsiCo, and joined by Anuja Mishra, Chief Marketing Officer, Honasa, Mama Earth, B. Blunt, The Derma Co., Aqualogica, Amal Kelshikar, Executive Director, Torrent Pharmaceuticals Limited, Ajay Gupte, Chief Executive Officer, South Asia, Wavemaker, Poonam Kaur, former CMO, Apple, and founder, House of Omkar, Rohit Ori, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, FCB Group India, Samir Gangahar, President North, Leo Burnett.
It's absolutely fascinating to be part of the jury for the top 50. It's divided into 10 categories. Some categories are easy to judge, some difficult, and the discussion amongst the jury members was an absolute treat to listen to. I'm sure that the final list will be a very worthy list, and the brands and the managers who work behind these brands will be very proud recipients of this award.
Three things that stand out for me is one, brands that have been very consistent in their marketing strategy or their messaging. Two, I think brands that have been disruptive and fairly have had a challenger approach to build their space. And I think the third is definitely brands that have kept a very sharp consumer need state in mind while launching the proposition or the message. So I think there are three things that the winning brands have been very distinct on, and I think that should be a winning formula for everyone. Thank you.
Great learning day, great sessions, and at the end of the day, it feels so good about, when you talk about such big brands, good brands, brands who have done great, brands who are challenging, brands who are contributing, and they're all those so inspiring for each and every one of us. So I look forward to the award ceremony. As usual, all these sessions are very intense and takes time to narrow down. But we had a great time and look forward to the award ceremony.
And I really thank E4M for this opportunity for me to be part of the jury. It has been intellectually stimulating experience. We have discussed some very powerful brands, brands that we've grown up with, brands that have made a big mark in the recent few years, and brands that impact our everyday life. So it's been fabulous. Thank you, E4M, and I wish all the wonderful power brands all the very best, that you are on the power list, and thank you very much.
And I think what's most important in a jury is to have a debate around the final decision. And I think the jury enabled that. That was very important. And I think overall, a lot of learning for all of us, but I think a lot of fair discussions happened. So all the best to all the winners.
The pitch top 50 brands has been quite a journey for us because we've looked at so many categories, and brands had to be looked at in great depth. It's not just about what we know, but what we don't know as well. And bringing that together, I think it's been a robust process. I really enjoyed this, and congratulations to all the winners.
And I think after a lot of deliberations, I think the team has unanimously agreed on the list. So we thought it would take a lot longer, but I think people were so much in sync. Didn't take us as much time as we thought. But more importantly, I think each and every brand that we've chosen today, we've given it a lot of thought, and we truly deserve it to be winners.
Pitch Top 50 Brands 2023 and the Advisory Board congratulates all the winners.
A big thank you to all our jury members. I always say this, when top brands apply for making it to a specific list, it becomes really difficult for them to choose as to who should really make it and who not. So I think, can we have a bigger round of applause for the jury members and the entire process, what went through? And now the awards to present the first set. Please join me in welcoming on stage Dr. Anurag Batra, Mr. Naval Ahuja, the co-founder of Exchange for Media, Mr. Alok Jalan, and Ms. Neelam Dhawan, Member Board of Directors, Hindustan Unilever. Please, ma'am. Okay. Collectively, before we begin with the first category, can we have a huge round of applause for all the winners who are present in the room? And now, the first category for the evening, can you please have the AV?
The first category is Bottom of the Pyramid.
And the first brand in this category, please, the winner. Close Protect Magic Powder to Liquid Hand Wash, India's first power to liquid hand wash. It became an instant hit in the country. And we have with us Mr. Ankit Sapani, brand head for North. So now I've been given 30 seconds for every winner for a few words. Yours now.
Thank you, everyone. I would like to thank my marketing team and the research team as well for the brilliant products that we've been innovating. And Mr. Magic is one product which helps sustainability as well as it helps the bottom of the pyramid because it's a much cheaper version of hand wash. So I do know that Godrej will continue to provide delightful products and bring goodness to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, once you've received your award, sir, we request all the winners to please come here towards the stage left as well for a picture. Where's the cameraman, sir? There. And also, please stay back, winners, for a group picture. You do it in the end? Okay, we'll do it in the end then. A group picture, right? Now, the next brand in this category, please, DAV. It's Boro Plus, a brand that gives the confidence to be on top of your skincare game by promising healthy skin. We have with us Sindrani Ghosh, Senior General Manager, CMI Consumer Care Marketing, to receive the award. Ma'am, a few words from you, please.
Thank you. I'm extremely humbled and happy. I'm thankful to receive this award for Boro Plus on the behalf of Emami, as well as our visionary directors, especially Mrs. Preeti Surekha, who leads this brand. And Boro Plus has been at the service of consumers for the last 4 decades and more, in India as well as outside the country. And you know, Boro Plus has really endeavored to be and to understand the changing and the evolving needs of consumers over time with its promise of healthy skin through protection and nourishment. So I'm really, really very happy and thankful and honored to receive this award. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. Okay. I apologize, but my show directors have told me not in 30 seconds, 10 seconds. I said thank you. Yeah. And I forgot, you've been given hooters and whistles on your table. This is the time you make use of that. So please, jitne pehle utsuk bacche the, this is your moment now. The next brand to make it to this category, please. DAV. Jio Bharat phone, a device that is truly fulfilling India's digital revolution by reaching to most remote feature of several local languages. We have with us Gaurav Kumar, Business Head North, and his team to receive the award. Please, aye. Yeah, hooters everybody, hooters and whistles, where are they?
So I think on behalf of Reliance Jio, really humbled to accept this award. 30 seconds. So I think almost 30 crores 2G customers, feature phone customers. This award is to all of them because we want to make India 2G Mukt. So thanks Anurag ji to having us here, and we'll really change the world the way we have done transformation in 4G. I think same thing we're going to do in the 2G also. So we'll make India 2G Mukt. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Moving ahead, the next brand to make it to this category, the AV, please. Real, a brand that has been a part of a daily household for many, many, many years and still is Congratulations to Team Wheel and HUL. Please. Everybody for them?
We'd like to thank E4M and the jury for recognizing our effort. This is a brand that's older than both the brand managers present on the stage. So obviously we have been working hard on this brand for a while, including some ex-brand managers present in this forum today. So thanks a lot for recognizing our effort, and we look forward to improving lives in rural India further. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, congratulations. And with that, we come to an end of this category. And the next category, please, can we have the AV?
The next category is Challengers.
And the first brand, in alphabetical order to make it to the Challengers category. AV, please. It's ACU General Insurance. They've challenged the market by providing customers with hassle-free payments, instant renewals, same-day claim settlement, and 24/7 assistance. We have with us thought that you wouldn't have to step out and go to a butcher's shop to get some fresh meat. Making our lives easy? Delicious. We have with us Mr. Panna Chaudhary, the cluster head, to receive the award. Everybody wants for delicious, please. You forget so easily. Lovely.
Well, thank you so much, E4 Media, for the recognition. I'm truly honored to be receiving this on behalf of the team. Licious, as you know, has always been a challenger brand since inception, challenging norms, setting new standards, and transforming the way meat and seafood category is looked at in the country and operates in the country. This is a testimony to our successful effort and our endeavor to continuously strive towards giving the best to our consumers and giving the best product to our consumers. Thank you so much again, and all the best to everyone.
Congratulations. I think for the next brand, you really need to make use of all the add-ons, because the next brand to make it to this list in this category, please. It's Noise. With a reasonable pricing and top features.
For a bootstrap business to be India's #1 smartwatch brand for 3.5 years is no mean feat. But what truly trumped all our expectations is the fact that along this journey, we put India on the global map and we became world's 3rd largest smartwatch brand. Well, this is our story. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Naval, Dr. Batra, and the entire E4M team for nurturing a platform like this that allows for 50 such stories to be shared. Thank you.
Congratulations, Utsav, to you and the entire team back home. You know, your talia and your hooting and your whistles sound like music to our ears. And with that, the next brand, please. With music at Spotify India, they've changed the music experience for all. one fashion app, Myntra, which has done a true digital revolution for all the users. Real-time try-on. The collaboration with celebrities has enhanced the whole user experience. We have with us Mr. Vijay Sharma, Senior Director, Marketing, and his team joining us to receive the award. For Myntra, everybody, one fashion app.
I'd like to jury for this recognition, and I'm hoping this becomes encouragement for us to continue making innovation a way of life and continuing to transform the retail landscape in India. So thank you, really. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Moving ahead, the next brand to join the list of digital first, please. It's UPI, the National Payments Well, you can't imagine a day-to-day life without UPI. This digital service has transformed the way we use to make payments. A member of the NPCI. I think we all use UPI. Come on, we can be louder in a Zerodha. So Rodha is a Sanskrit word for hurdle or barrier. That's how Zerodha was born. And what does zero mean? The zero and the hurdle coming together to create Zerodha.
So we are thrilled to receive this award on behalf of Nitin sir and entire Zerodha. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Jury member. Thank you.
Congratulations. With that, we come to an end of this category as well. Our next category is very, very, very close to our hearts, which is
The next category is Evergreens.
It's Evergreens, I'm sure a category that doesn't need any introduction. And the first brand to make it to this category, please. For Amul Doodh Pita India, everybody. That's what it says behind the screen.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you and every member that's a part of this big family. The next brand, which is becoming a member of this list for this year, please. It's For Asian Paints, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much to all the jury members. I think it's a proud feeling that we have been consistently being awarded under Evergreens category. It's a true testament how we are transforming the decor landscape for the country. So thank you so much.
Congratulations. A reminder to all the winners and the teams, please stay back because in the end we have a group picture which is required. Like surely, we need to keep it as a memory for all of us. Now the next brand to join this category of Evergreen, please. It's Maruti. President Marketing. For Maruti.
Thank you so much. I'd like to first thank E4M and the jury for this recognition. It's even more special. It's been 40 years of Maruti Suzuki's existence in India this year, and in our endeavor to provide this joy of mobility to millions in the country. And right through these 40 years, from the very first year to till the 40th year, thanks to the customers for reposing their trust in brand Maruti Suzuki, that we've continued to be the #1 leading market leader in the Indian automobile industry. So once again, thanks to everyone.
Congratulations. Moving ahead, the next Evergreen brand, please. It's said by congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the jury for this. It's an honor, absolute honor for me to receive this award on behalf of the bank. And this award is for every Indian who banks with SBI. Thank you.
Congratulations, team, to every customer, also a part of this family. The next Evergreen brand, please. It's Titan. For the love of war.
Thank you, jury and organizers, for the recognition. In Titan, we have always strived to bring in excellence and innovation in our products, in our marketing, in our advertising. And since last 37 years, customers are the forefront of our business and core of our business, and we engage with them in different forums to understand what is their trends, fashions, likings, and make the products accordingly as to their likings. And we hope that customers will continue to love us in future also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. And with this, we come to an end of the Evergreens category as well. And I really wish to thank Mr. Naval Ahuja, the co-founder of Exchange for Media, Mr. Alok Jalan, Managing Director, Lakshya Media Group, and Ms. Neelam Dhawan, Member Board of Directors, Hindustan Media, for presenting the awards. Everybody once for them, please. And to present the next set of awards, joining Dr. Batra, please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Sameer Gangahar, President, North, Leo Bonnet, and Mr. Vijay S. Mamkeen, National Sales Head, Hindi Cluster, Shimaru Network. The next category is Impactful Debut. And the first brand in this category, please.
The next category is Impactful Debuts.
Okay, I think I was quite impacted by the impactful debuts. I skipped the video. It's Blinkit, your grocery at your doorstep in just a few minutes. And Blinkit made that possible. The teams that you received the award, please. For Blinkit, everybody, impactful debut.
Yeah, okay, so this one's for the team. We're a very small team at Blinkit, and we truly believe we're the future of commerce. And my team would hate it if I didn't say this, so download the Blinkit app now.
Congratulations. And the next brand making an impactful debut this year. It's
electric, short and fast. Thank you so much.
Now the next category, which is
The next category is Lux.
and the first brand to make it to this category, please. It's Mercedes-Benz, the brand that truly defines luxury in India with a wide range of cars. The team, please, the gentleman.
Thank you, E4M and the entire jury. We are truly, truly humbled. Thank you so much. Wish you a great day.
Congratulations. Hiya. And the next brand to join this category, please. It's Soboy Hotels. You think of luxury, you end up thinking about them. The pioneers in providing luxurious hospitality to the guests. And India, we have with us Devansh Bhatia, VP Marketing and team joining us to receive this award. For Boy Hotels, everybody, let's please give them the recognition that they deserve.
Thank you very much. Thank you, organizers. We are a 90-year-old Indian brand. So this award is for all the hard work that has been done by our colleagues for impeccable services, for creating luxury and giving great experiences to our guests. Thank you from all of us.
Congratulations. Congratulations. With that, we move on to the next category, which is
The next category is Newsmakers.
Newsmakers, and the first brand to join the category of Newsmakers, please. It's Cadbury. When is Cadbury not in news? With their moment marketing, social initiatives are always around us. The
It's great to be here with all of you. I received this on behalf of the marketing team. It's a 75-year-old brand. So we came in India when India got independent. So we are as old as the independent India. And yes, Cadbury celebration, we are always in the news, but thankfully for the right reasons. And we wish to keep everybody's life as sweet as possible. Thanks.
Congratulations to you and the entire family back home. The next brand to join the category of Newsmakers, please. It's Zomato. They pick a news and they end up becoming one. That's how catchy Zomato is. And we have with us Mr. Akshay Jain, AVP Data Science, to receive this award. Sir, Zomato or Zomato? Just let us know, please.
What do you think? Yes, Blinkit. That's it. Thank you to the jury for selecting us for this award. We are extremely proud to be building this food delivery ecosystem and getting so much love from customers, delivery partners, as well as merchants. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. With that, thank you so much, Samir sir and Vijay sir for admins of the awards. Everybody once for them, please. And to present the next set of awards, I'd request the presence of Mr. Atul Srivastav, CEO, Lakshya Media Group, and Mr. Rajiv Biotra, Executive Director, HT Media. And also joining them is Mr. Jayant Mehta, Managing Director, Amul. Please, sir. Can you come in louder? Come on. And the experience calls for it. Time for the next category, which is...
The next category is regionals.
It's regionals, and the first brand to enter the category of regionals it's AU Small Finance Bank, headquartered in Jaipur, Rajasthan, a retail-focused non-banking finance company for 2 decades, provides speedy and customized financial solutions. We have with us Mr. Saurabh Tambi, EVP, Brand Marketing and Communication. For AU Small Finance Bank, everybody, come on.
So thanks to the entire jury and to the organizers for this award. And I would just say that it's just the start for this emerging bank, which is there for last 7 years. And very proudly to share that we are the India's largest small finance bank out of the players which are there in this particular domain. And when it comes to about brand, we always feel the DNA talks that we believe in challenging the status quo, and hence our tagline also says that Badlao Humse Hai. And with the recent campaign, we have said for all of you right here, Soj Badlo or Bank Bhi. So as you were saying, so being maybe the regional brand award being given on the as a regional brand, but happy to share that we have our presence in 21 states and 3 union territories, and we believe in serving the underserved and reaching the unreachable, and we are the bank for masses. Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. So we are talking about every region. Let's just put it that way. But congratulations to you. The next brand to join the category of regionals, please. It's Balaji Wafers, a strong presence in the remote.
First of all, I'd like to thank the jury for recognizing us. I'd like to dedicate this award to all our employees, our strong suppliers, as well as our 1,300 odd distributors in 15 different states. And lastly, I'd like to thank the consumers for their continued trust in us. Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. The next brand to make it to this list, please. I think सबने पहले इस्तेमाल किया, फिर विश्वास किया है. Gully Detergent, the true regional brand which is the pride of India. We have with us a team to receive the award.
Thank you so much, Judy. On behalf of entire Ghadi team, we want to thank you for recognizing us for this award. Ghadi has always been about delivering quality and value to the consumers, and this is how we have been able to occupy that category leader position for many years now. Like Sir said, that Amul is not about milk but about trust. So we are also not about detergents but about trust. And the brand proudly says, "Pehle istemal karein, fir vishwas karein." Thank you again, everyone.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Moving ahead to the next brand to join the category and list of regionals this year, please. It's Sumer. The fresh, the fruity. For Sumer, everybody. Your Hooters whistles, where did that go?
Thank you, juries, and I'm deeply honored and grateful to receive this recognition. Drink wine and stay healthy.
I love how you laugh after that. Let's continue the night till tomorrow morning then, everybody. We might need to have something else too. That brand is also going to be joining the list very soon. But before that, the next brand, please. It's Vegard. Started regional, but exists pan-India. An excellent example of how a regional brand should be rooted while it achieves over its heights. Mr. Nanda Gopal Nair, VP and Head Brand and Communications, to receive the award with his team. For Vegard. It's Mr. Parag Desai, who's been the person behind making Wagh Bakri a known brand internally.
Congratulations. Thank you. I'd like to say a big thank you to E4M and the jury. And this is for the entire Wagh Bakri family and our customers over the past 100 years. And thank you very much.
Congratulations. With that, we come to an end of this category as well. Thank you so much, Atul sir, Rajiv sir, and Sharon sir for helping us. Everybody, for them. To present the next set of awards, please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Dhruv Dhawan, Head at Sales, Disney Plus Hotstar, Ms. Kanika Mittal, Country Head, Prabhuda, Mr. Kishan Panpalia, Founder, Pepper Content, and Mr. Ajay Mittal, Director, Lakshya Media Group and Venture Partner, Ascent Capital. For them, please, everybody, for the next set of presenters, as you move towards a second last category, which is
The next category is Resurgent.
its resurgence, and the first brand to join this list. Please. It's Airtel. We have the award. No, and team as well.
Seconds to share this honor with my extended team from to sales to supply chain, I think who worked tirelessly to innovate and to get India to trust Savlon. Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. The next brand to join the category of resurgence this year, please. It's Tata Motors. Tata Motors, connecting aspirations. For Tata Motors,
Jury members, thank you, organizers, for media, for trusting us for this. As the name suggests, we are the resurgent brand and going strong now. Thank you.
congratulations, team. Aye. And the next and the last category, probably a very important one. Please.
The next category
Social contributor and the first social contributing brand to join this list, please. It's Dove, and Dove continues to celebrate women and not label them in terms of color or physical appearance. Very direct with their messaging.
Thank you, E4M and the jury, for your encouragement to our mission to change beauty. This is dedicated to all the women of India who inspire us every day. And, and to Anurag.
Congratulations, congratulations. The next social contributing brand to make it to this list, please. It's Narayana Hospitals. Dr. Devi Shetty's vision of providing affordable and best healthcare services to people, and they stand strong on that ideology. We have with us Dr. Ashish Bajaj, CMO, Dr. Vineet Sikka, Country Head Marketing and Growth, Mr. Naveen Sharma, COO, and Mr. Amit Burrao, Facility Director, to receive this award.
Thank you so much. Thanks, jury. Thanks, E4M. I think contribution from being it in cardiac care to COVID care and now to complete healthcare. And we will keep doing our best in terms of providing the best possible healthcare. Thank you.
Congratulations, please. The next social contributing brand to make it to the list of social contributors, please. It's NDTV, and they understand the true value of their choice. They collaborate with brands in spreading awareness about several causes in the country. We have with us Ms. Nandwedi, CEO of production, Ms. Rachna Rao, Chief Executive Producer, NDTV Special Projects, and came to receive this award.
Thank you so much to E4M and to the jury for such a wonderful award. There's just 3 of us on the stage, but we're a tiny part of a much larger team that puts these causes and campaigns together. So this one's really for Team NDTV and for all the social causes that we support. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you and congratulations. And with that, we come to an end of the Lakshya Media Group presents Pitch Top 50 Brands of the year 2023. Let's hear it for all the winners collectively once, and for all the presenters, all the jury members, and the team that made this happen. Thank you so much to all our presenters. Thank you so much, Dr. Batra, as well. And now for the group picture, all the winners with their trophies, please. Aye, on the stage. And while the winners are joining us, I also take this moment to thank our presenting partner, Lakshya Media Group, building brands and creating impact. Are powered by partner, our associate partner, Shimaru Entertainment, India Khush Hai. And our co-powered by partner, Times Network as well. Everybody please, winners, photographer Saab, this is your also, this ceremony will now be followed by drinks and dinner. Please join us for that. If you can also stand down. From that side as well. Okay, let's all just focus on the main camera first and then your individual mobile phones. Are you getting your frame, sir? पहले आप check कर लो. Let's just give him. Yeah, we will. I'm just waiting for him. The main camera, please, the center one first, and then you can look at your individual phones as well. Sir, record, just a second. We've done? No, wait, please wait. He needs one more. Done. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the winners. Please enjoy the dinner and the drinks and have a good night. Thank you.